He was walking out of the mall, coffee in one hand, keys in the other, when his eyes locked on the girl begging by the sidewalk. Her hair was tangled, her eyes hollow, her clothes ragged. But her face, it shattered his soul. Because 12 years ago, she was the love of his life, the one who left without a goodbye. He had hated her for it. Thought she betrayed him. But today, everything was about to change. If stories of second chances, hidden pain, and deep compassion move you, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Kindness Stories, because what you're about to witness might just heal something inside you too. It was a chilly Thursday evening when Ryan stepped out of the Riverwood Mall in Michigan. He had just picked up a birthday gift for his mother, something simple, a lavender scarf she'd admire and never wear. At 30, Ryan had built a quiet, successful life. He was an engineer, unmarried, and the kind of man who rarely smiled without reason. His co-workers called him dependable, responsible, never reckless. But those who knew him closely, which weren't many, said he'd never been the same since high school. Since her. As he turned the corner toward the parking lot, his steps slowed. There, crouched beside the trash bins outside the food court, was a girl. Thin. Dusty. Her jeans torn at the knees. She was holding out a hand as people walked past, some pretending not to see her, others offering her pity glances, but no coins. Ryan barely glanced at Beggars. Not because he didn't care, but because the guilt of not being able to help everyone always tore at him. But this time, something inside him froze. A magnetic pull. His heart, steady and dull for so many years, suddenly pounded against his chest like a warning bell. He turned slowly. His eyes narrowed. Her chin was tilted downward, her face half hidden by a curtain of matted hair. But her nose, those lips, the scar by her right temple. No. He staggered closer. Melissa? He whispered, the name barely leaving his lips. She looked up. Confused. Then startled. For a full second, they stared at each other. Her eyes widened. She dropped her tin can. Ryan stepped back, his mind tumbling back to the summer of 2013, the sunlit fields, the school dance, the promise rings they exchanged behind the chapel. She had loved him once. And then, vanished. Not a call. Not a note. Just gone. His friends had told him she ran off with someone else. His heart believed it. And he carried the weight of that heartbreak like a stone in his chest for years. Now, here she was. Melissa. Begging. Silent. Broken. He wanted to scream. To ask her why she had ruined him for every other woman. Why she had lied. Cheated. Ghosted him when he loved her like no one else. But she looked, nothing like the villain he had imagined for 12 years. Her lips trembled. Her eyes welled with tears. She stood slowly, hands shaking. Ryan? He clenched his fists. I thought you were dead. Or married. Or anything but this. She laughed. A bitter, cracked sound. In many ways, I did die. His heart panged. He hated that even now, even like this, she could make him feel something. Why did you leave? She looked away, pressing her lips into a thin line. Don't you owe me that much, he whispered. She met his eyes. Do you remember Joey? Ryan blinked. Your brother? She nodded. 12 years ago. Joey died. A car hit him. I was babysitting him that night. My mom had gone to work. I turned away for 1 second and... Her voice broke. I couldn't live with myself. I blamed myself every day. I still do. Ryan felt like someone had punched the air out of his lungs. Melissa wiped her tears, continuing, I was too ashamed to tell anyone. I thought if I stayed, I'd break completely. So I ran. I didn't betray you, Ryan. I just broke. There it was. The truth. Simple. Raw. Bleeding. All those years, he had hated her for something that wasn't even her fault. His chest tightened. A war raged inside him, anger, sorrow, guilt, and something else he didn't want to name. Why didn't you come back? He asked. She gave a sad smile. Because I didn't think I deserved love. Not after what happened. A silence fell between them. Heavy. Then Ryan did something he hadn't done in years. He reached forward and held her hand. She gasped. What are you doing? Helping you, he said simply. Just like you once helped me believe in love. Melissa sat quietly in the passenger seat of Ryan's truck as he drove through the quiet streets. She clutched a borrowed coat around her frail body, her fingers trembling not just from the cold but from years of trauma. The heater hummed low, and for the first time in years, she felt warmth that wasn't from sunlight or dirty steam vents outside grocery stores. He took her to a nearby diner, not fancy, but clean and private. They sat in the corner booth. She ordered soup and water. He ordered coffee, black. As she ate slowly, Ryan just watched her, studying her face, the way she winced with every movement. Life had been cruel to her. Where've you been all these years? He asked gently. Everywhere, she said. Homeless shelters. Bus stations. For a while, I cleaned houses. Then. I got sick. Fell behind on everything. One thing led to another. He swallowed hard. You never reached out to anyone? She looked down. Pride is a strange thing. And shame is worse. Ryan remembered how stubborn she used to be. Brave to a fault. The kind of girl who would punch a guy twice her size if he mocked her friends. She wasn't the type to beg. And yet here she was. Do you still blame yourself for Joey? Her eyes watered. Every day. Ryan leaned forward. You were 16. It was an accident. You didn't kill him, Mel. She flinched at the nickname. No one had called her that in over a decade. He continued, he wouldn't want this life for you. You know that. She wiped her eyes. I don't know what to do anymore. Ryan reached into his coat pocket and placed a card on the table. I have an extra room at my place. Stay there. Until you're ready. Her eyes widened. Ryan, I can't accept. Yes, you can, he interrupted gently. Because I think. God made me turn that corner for a reason today. She stared at the card. Her hands shook as she picked it up. Why are you doing this? He hesitated. Because I never stopped loving you. I just buried it under pain. Her breath caught. Stay. Please. And so she did. Weeks passed. Melissa began healing, physically, mentally, spiritually. Ryan helped her apply for therapy, guided her back to the world of the living. Some nights, she cried herself to sleep. Other nights, they sat under the stars, talking about the past like it was someone else's story. One evening, as they sat on the porch, Melissa turned to him. Do you really still love me? Ryan nodded. I never got closure. Maybe because my heart never wanted it. She reached for his hand. I don't know if I deserve this second chance. He smiled. Then let's not call it that. Let's just call it grace. They didn't kiss. Not yet. But in that silence, something healed. Two broken souls found peace in each other again. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Kindness Stories for more emotional, powerful journeys of compassion, loss, and love. Let's keep kindness alive, one story at a time.